Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Another day in the icy waters of the Potomac River for divers searching for evidence and the remains of the victims of the air disaster in Washington, D.C.
Overnight, we also learned through the NTSB that they've recovered both the cockpit data recorder as well as the cockpit voice recorder. They're now in a government lab for evaluation. They say it'll be at least a month, if not longer, before a preliminary report is released about the crash.
Fox's Mark Meredith at Potomac Park. More than half of the bodies have been recovered. Another cabinet member confirmed in the Senate.
The yeas are 79, the noes 18. The nomination is confirmed.
That is the vote for Interior Secretary Doug Burgum. He had the support of Democrats, but it will be razor thin for Trump nominees RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, and Kash Patel. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
It's not every day that you buy it.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, good morning, Mix 1041. We're on MixTV.tv. It is the final day of January. It is Friday morning, the 31st day of January 2025. Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Mix Mornings presented by Bradley Medical Center. As we get now to local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And in state news this morning, a historic day on Thursday in education in the volunteer state. Governor Bill Lee's school voucher bill is now awaiting his signature after passing both chambers of the state legislature on Thursday. The Education Freedom Act was approved in the State House by a vote of 54-44, and in the Senate by a state Senate by a vote of 20-13. The bill's passage concludes a special legislative session called by Governor Lee on January 15th. Now, we are going to be joined later this morning by Senator Adam Lowe, who supported the bill, and we're going to talk with Senator Lowe about what this means in real terms for the state. And as far as education is concerned, it's worth pointing out that the Bradley County and Cleveland Board of Education opposed this. Also, the Bradley County Commission passed a resolution opposing this bill. There's a lot of conversation about it. Some are very surprised that this bill went through, although on Tuesday, President Trump endorsed the bill and said that even tied some federal education funding to it for states who support or don't support school choice. Also in our news, the legislature passed a bill banning sanctuary cities in Tennessee. It makes it a felony for local governments to enact sanctuary policies. It also requires lawful permanent residents to receive a temporary driver's license instead of a standard one, which will help verify voter eligibility. Now, debate over the bill was heated, with some lawmakers arguing it violates the state constitution, limits local officials' rights. Now, supporters say it reinforces Tennessee's stance against illegal immigration. Governor Bill Lee expected to sign both bills into law again from the special session. Our news partners at Local 3 report the State Department of Transportation reported 2 crashes that affected traffic in Bradley County for several hours on Thursday afternoon. The first along I-75 northbound at mile marker 33. The crash closed the exit and the interchange A medical helicopter seen landing at the crash site, and the incident is under investigation. Another accident, another crash, I-75 South, blocked the right lane marker at mile marker 28. No additional details about that crash have been released. Also, Cleveland firefighters battled a residential fire Northwood Wednesday night, according to WDEF television. 6 fire companies responded to the scene, smoke coming from the home. Crews launched an aggressive interior attack, used thermal imaging to locate and control the fire. Thankfully, there were no injuries. And now this. We have now received the obituary announcement for Karen Ann Hopper Liner. Karen Liner. I'm going to read some of this. I will say right out of the gate, it is a beautiful, beautiful tribute by her family to Karen. And so it begins on November 8th of 1973. David and Margaret Hopper became the proud parents of Karen Ann. And this says, from the beginning, Karen was independent, strong-willed, tenacious, and never changed. These characteristics made her a force for good, and she used these attributes determined to make the world a better place. She was musically gifted. Karen played clarinet in the band. She owned the stage, they say, in the show choir at Bradley Central High School. Graduated with honors 1992, went to Lee University, graduated from there with her degree in 1995, and then became a nurse on at nursing school at UTC, graduated there in 1998. And it continued. Talks about her children and how as her children grew, her need to help others never left. In 2020, Karen studied and passed her Tennessee real estate license with top marks and joined Bender Realty, became a star realtor there. And I visited with Bender Realty a couple of days ago. They also need our prayer. Karen's generosity, kindness, and loyalty drew people to her, giving her a broad range of friends, which enriched her life. Her giving heart led her to work with many charitable organizations like Women United and Rotary International. With a legacy of love, cherishing her memory are her parents, David and Margaret Hopper, her son Asher Liner, daughter Ariana Liner, her brother Andrew with Sydney Hopper, and the rest of her family. And they definitely need our prayers. In lieu of flowers, the family requests you honor Karen, donate to the United Way and the Cleveland Rotary Foundation, 2 charities that she held dear. All right, here are the arrangements now for Karen Liner. The family will receive friends on Monday from 4 until 7 p.m. That's February 3rd at the Ridge Chapel. Now, that's the former Klingen Ridge Baptist Church, of the companion funeral and cremation service. And a celebration of life will follow at 7 p.m. on Monday. You can visit companionfunerals.com, Companion Funeral and Cremation Service. And the Cody family say they are honored to assist the Liners with these arrangements. 10 minutes after 7, Mix 104.1. Let's get our first check of traffic.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or donledford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and as we take a look at the Langley Roofing and traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good so far. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland, efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, good morning to all of you. It's time for a Hardee's Wake Up, and there is a Hardee's near you. There's no doubt about it. And they are very excited to tell you about their new Maple Bacon Super Biscuit on a made-from-scratch biscuit with cherrywood smoked bacon, topped with American cheese and a freshly cracked fried egg. Visit Hardee's today to try the maple goodness for yourself. There is a Hardee's near you, I guarantee it.
For a limited time, Hardee's is adding the rich goodness of maple flavor to our handcrafted favorites. For a sweet spot in your day all day, maple makes everything better, especially at Hardee's. And now enjoy breakfast till noon every day.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
Until 11 a.m. So that's available now at McDonald's.
That was short and sweet. Okay, I guess I'll put off what I was doing. It is 7:15. Today's best, I remember it. Today's best mix and best variety, Mix 1041. Hey, the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, where, of course, Roger doesn't know when President's Day is. So he just makes it President's Day savings, basically all year. But
well, that's great for the customer.
Well, if you need a great night's sleep, Mermaid Mattress. Roger.
Mermaid is your custom-sized mattress headquarters. Special size for boats, RVs, and antique beds. You name it, we'll make it at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have rain likely throughout the day. We could see a thunderstorm as well. A high of 61 and a low of 41 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy during the morning and then mainly cloudy skies by afternoon. A high of 58 and a low of 39. And then on Sunday, we'll have a few clouds during the morning, mainly sunny skies for the afternoon with a high of 65. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 59 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, we do have rain showers in our listing area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Begin again at the Y. Pay no joint fee all January. Visit clevelandtnymca.org.
Welcome back. Your time is 5:14 on this Friday morning. Finally making it closer to the weekend. We're going to have great weather this weekend, but before that, we have a wet Friday on our hands. Wet roadways already starting to become an issue north and west of Chattanooga. We've had some rumbles of thunder overnight. Nothing severe, but I actually heard a couple of strikes of thunder probably around midnight. Woke me up. So it's been pretty loud out there for some, but a lot of that's starting to move off to the north. But here's our next batch moving through northeast Alabama. Heavier rain along a line from Scottsboro up to Bridgeport. That's all going to move into parts of Marion County a little bit later on. So not very active as of now. You can see some of that heavier rain and storms that were moving through Pikeville and parts of Ray and Mex counties are starting to shift up to the north. So we've had quite a bit of lightning and thunder in those areas, but we're starting to get a little bit of a lull before the main rain event moves through a little bit later on. So you can see the cold front coming in from the west. This is all going to shift that heavier rain into the Tennessee Valley and across North Georgia a little bit later on. But so far here in and around Chattanooga, it's been relatively quiet. You have maybe a damp roadway or two, especially north of the city, but things are looking good in downtown right now. But rain chances again are going to start to go up between, I would say, about 8 and 1 p.m. That'll be our best window for some heavier rain. A little bit of a lull this afternoon, and then we could have a few additional showers as we close out the evening. But temperatures are mild. Again, much of the month we've been waking up to below freezing temperatures. This is definitely our warmest day so far here in January, with temperatures starting in the 60s across much of the Tennessee Valley. And really that's where we're going to stay. We're not going to see temperatures warm too much with all the cloud cover. So we'll top out in the low to mid 60s, and then we'll have that rain coming in a little bit later on. So as we take a look at Futurecast by 9 o'clock, we're going to see the heaviest stuff starting to shift in along that front across Middle Tennessee and parts of northeast Alabama. That continues to shift off to the east by about 10, 11 o'clock. Dunlap, Chattanooga, Fort Payne going to get on some of this heavier rain, and then it starts to become more widespread around lunchtime before gradually shifting to the east by about 3 p.m. So a lot of the rain ends pretty quickly around 2 p.m. for Chattanooga, Dunlap, and Fort Payne, and then starts to shift off into the Carolinas. And then we'll have a lull in the activity, maybe even a few peaks of sunshine this afternoon, and then after sunset, maybe one more round of rain to close out your Friday, and then we'll clear out overnight with a couple areas of patchy fog developing after midnight. So pretty quick moving system, but it is going to lead to some wet weather on this Friday. Most areas will pick up, I think, at least a half of an inch, but there's going to be localized amounts that are higher than that. So I'm talking 1 inch to 2 inches possible, especially north and west of Chattanooga. That looks like where the axis of heaviest rain is going to set up. So Altamont down to Scottsboro up through Dayton. So we'll keep an eye on that, but nonetheless, we need the rain. It's been very dry lately, still dealing with that drought. So again, any rain that we can pick up certainly will be beneficial. It's also going to be breezy this morning. So as that main front gets a little bit closer, winds start to pick up. We could have gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. And as that storm activity starts to ramp up this morning as well, we could have an occasional gust of 35 miles per hour. Winds will gradually relax tonight, but still gust upwards of 20 miles per hour. Now, the good news for today is the severe threat is going to stay to our south. We still could have a stronger storm or two, but thunder and lightning doesn't constitute severe weather. We need those winds at least 60 miles per hour with hail up to the size of quarters. We're not going to see that today, but still could, again, have a few strong storms moving through. But that severe threat stays along the Gulf Coast on your Friday. And download that Local 3 weather app. Keep you updated throughout the rain today, and it'll let you know how nice the weekend's going to be, because it is going to be very nice. We're talking 60 tomorrow, 69 on Sunday. So I'll call Sunday the pick day of the weekend. And then as we move into your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, temperatures are going to stay in the 70s. So if you're a warm weather fan, you're really going to like what's in store for the first week of February.
Absolutely. We'll take it. I mean, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, first week of January.
20 of them.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm on a treadmill, and Dr. Pat Stone walks up to me. He says, "Steve," he says, "now how much are you being paid to run?" Now, Dr. Pat Stone was a orthopedic doctor for many, many years. He retired several years ago. But anyway, yeah, how much are you getting paid to run, Steve? Doc? He said, I do knee replacements for a living. That was it. That was honest to goodness. That was the last day I ever ran.
That's all it took.
Good thing about speaking of running, saw Dr. Jeff Salyer yesterday at Aubrey's.
Yeah? How was he?
He's slimy.
Oh,
He's
what?
just simply slimy. It's just
Slimy.
looked over there and I just thought, my God, there's so many things happening. All right. Good morning. It is right now 7:22. Bridget, let's check our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Okay, happy birthday to Gina Cavett today. Hope she has a wonderful day. Yes.
First lady of tennis for many years, of course. Her husband, the late, great Tony Cavett.
Yes.
I love Gina.
Also, my friend Whitney White is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Whitney. Kelly Fox is celebrating on Sunday.
Kelly!
She's a teacher at Cleveland Middle School.
Is she really?
She is.
She's at Cleveland Middle now?
She is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Her husband is Jamie Fox. Now, depends on what day it is that she says, well, it's either the actor or the PE teacher at Michigan Avenue. I guess I know he's still at Michigan Avenue. I didn't know she moved.
Yeah.
Well, she traded?
What he said this
trade
morning.
for some cash or something?
Maybe so.
Is this a different Kelly Fox, maybe?
No, he called it in this morning.
Jamie did?
He did.
He remembered?
Yes.
Can't believe it.
Yes. Ariana Leroy is celebrating her very first birthday today.
Wow.
Leah Ponziani celebrating today. That is from her dad, who says she is one of the greatest things to happen in my life, and he wants everyone listening to know how much he loves her.
Is that my friend Paul Ponziani?
Yes, it is.
Hello,
yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Paul lost a person, by the way. He's lost several pounds.
Wow.
Now, he did it before Ozempic, so I don't think it. Well, he uses Ozempic for maintenance.
Okay, well.
Good morning, Paul.
Also,
Hey,
Janet.
Paul, by the way, almost ran me over in the Starbucks parking lot the other day. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that.
Janet Owenby is 60 today. She is a fifth grade teacher at Black Fox Elementary.
We love Janet. Her boss, though, has been described as Adolf Hitler. So,
No.
Chris Green out there.
Her sister, Bridget Raper, sent that in to us.
Wow.
So happy birthday, Janet. Also, Jaden Mantooth is celebrating on Sunday. The birthday wish says he is a smart young man who makes his family proud each day. Carson Medlin is 16 today. That is from her mom and dad. Todd Haggard is having a birthday tomorrow. Ministries pastor at Church of the Harvest.
And hey, Fruit Loops at Church of the Harvest. You know this guy? Still playing.
Still going.
Keep me running for some reason.
Nice music. Yes, yeah. Happy birthday to Pastor Todd. Hopefully he has a great day.
Can I ask you about a rumor I've heard around town about Todd?
Sure.
Is he Merle Haggard's son? And that was what was rumored
Yes.
for several years. What?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Bridget, back to you.
Gracie Nicholson is going to be 17 on Sunday, a junior at Meigs County High School. And then J.R. Fulbright is celebrating a birthday today. Yes.
Well, he's my former partner on football. And JR, we call him Junior. Junior Fulbright, of course, owns all the Captain D's around the area. If you have any complaints, I'll be glad to give you a cell phone number. Hey, and Fruit Loops, it's 1L. He couldn't afford 2 L's. It's 1L Fulbright, not 2 L's. 1L.
I actually spelled it correctly. And
You
I didn't
did?
even know. Yeah.
Carol probably told you.
Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Ken Do 423-381-3427.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. A historic day in education in the state of Tennessee, as Governor Bill Lee's school voucher bill is now awaiting his signature after passing both chambers of the state legislature. The Education Freedom Act approved in the House, a vote of 54-44, and in the state Senate, 20-13. The bill's passage concludes that special legislative session called by the governor on January 15th. Now, one of the supporters of the governor's bill is State Senator Adam Lowe. Senator Lowe will join us in a little while here and going to come in and talk about this. And we're going to talk about what the real implications are for the state now that it has been approved by the state legislature. And, of course, the governor will sign it. Also, part of that special session was about illegal immigration. The legislature passed the bill banning sanctuary cities in the state and makes it a felony for local governments to enact sanctuary policies. We'll have more on that at the top of the hour. Also, the State Department of Transportation reports that 2 crashes affected traffic in Bradley County for several hours yesterday. I-75 north and mile marker 33, I-75 south at mile marker 28. And we received the obituary for Karen Ann Hopper Liner. And I will expound upon this a little bit more at 8 o'clock, but I will tell you the arrangements have been announced. Her family will receive Monday from 4 until 7 p.m. at the Ridge Chapel of Companion Funeral and Cremation Service, located at, of course, that's Georgetown Road, the former Klingon Ridge Baptist Church. And then a celebration of Karen Liner's life will follow the visitation at 7 p.m. Companion Funeral and Cremation Service and the Cody family say they are honored to assist the Liner family with these arrangements. All right, it is 7:28.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, as well as pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway and DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is still looking good so far. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance. They're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. Call or stop by their Cleveland office. Find out how Southland Finance is growing to serve you. They're located at the corner of 25th Street and Peerless Road. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Honey Baked Ham. At Honey Baked Ham, there's something.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
My name is Mark Roadtruck. My job has me on the road a lot. When I decided to get a new EV, it was a no-brainer that Don Ledford is where I was going to go. The selling experience was fantastic. When I made the decision to buy the EV, I had heard concerns of what's called range anxiety. You've got a certain range you can go, and you got to charge up. The Chevrolet app is fantastic, and it really put my range anxiety at ease. I recommend Don Ledford to everyone because they treat you like family.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah. You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air?
With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Breeze, taking a look at the central heat and air radar.
You get a
We do
yearly
have
checkup.
some scattered rain showers in our listening area.
Did you see the beginning of next week? Hey, Fruit Loops, you put the
Yes.
forecast back up. So 71 Monday, 73 Tuesday, 73 Wednesday, 70 Thursday. Do we still know the people who make the tanning lotion? Remember that?
Yeah.
What do they call now? Beiersdorf? Or did they get, I can't remember. Pete left, it was all over. Hey, would somebody send me some tanning lotion? Do you still make it out there? Why am I screaming? I apologize. Folks, I'm sorry. I will stop screaming. How annoying.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. 7, thank you very much. 7, and I agree. 7:32.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee.
Not bad.
Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
The CHI Memorial Sports Desk, CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness Sports, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. The New Year's sale is on now at the shop that appreciates the customer, the Town Squire. They offer everything for that man or young man in your life, dress and casual wear. T-shirts to tuxedos at the Town Squire, they have it all. The latest styles and colors. The invitation is yours. The Town Squire, New Year's sale on now. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland. Is it driving you nuts now?
Yes. Formulated solutions.
What is it?
Formulated solutions.
Hey, Formulated Solutions. First of all, I want you to make up your mind about your name. Well, they didn't. God almighty.
What?
Ridiculous. Hold on. So, do they still make the? Somebody tell me. They still make the tanning lotion out there?
Gonna need it next week.
I need it. So their former GM at when it was another company out there, used to send me a case of it. I probably still have some actually. Wonder if that expires. I'll lick it and tell you. Tonight, we've got Big Crosstown. Matter of fact, the second time this week, the Walker Valley at Cleveland High School tonight, they played on Monday night at Walker Valley. That was a makeup from the snow. And then tonight, they're going to play again. Walker Valley, Cleveland High School, 6 o'clock. Double coverage, Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. Sprung Shelton out of jail, so he'll be there. Actually had a good analyst Monday night, Brittany Jackson. Now, I had Andy Morris in the boys game. I don't know if I'd include him good or not, but Andy did great. Anyway, Shelton and I tonight. Bradley and Cleveland wrestlers will be in the state duels in Franklin tomorrow. The Williamson County Expo Center. Tomorrow, Saturday, Bradley will start with Knox Halls. Cleveland, which has won 7 straight, ladies and gentlemen, will take on Ravenwood. Russell Henley leads after the first round of the Pebble Beach National Pro-Am. Coverage continues on CBS this weekend. Of course, the tournament started by Bing Crosby. And the NASCAR Clash. All right, so listen. NASCAR. So they've been in Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum the last 3 years for this race. And man, I was talking to Jamie Kyle about this the other day, host our NASCAR show on ESPN. And it was great. But whatever, it's over. So NASCAR moving the Clash this Sunday night, 7 o'clock, to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We'll have it on your home for NASCAR. Now listen up, folks. This is a little bit new. Your new home for NASCAR in Cleveland and Bradley County is 99.1 FM. It's our sister station presented by Dale's Heating and Air. And oh, by the way, let's see here. We've got Duke, Carolina, North Carolina at Duke Saturday night. That'll be on ESPN television. And that is happening. And I would mention the Pro Bowl, the NFL Pro Bowl. Have you heard of it? You know what they're doing? I'm not even going to mention it. So the NFL Pro Bowl is now a 7-on-7 flag football game with mostly backups. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of, because nobody will go anymore. The players won't go. So now they're down to third string. This is the NFL All-Star game. They are down to third string players in the NFL. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Google it. Bing it. I don't care. Third string players. I ain't talking about it. All right. All right. I will talk about this. All right. We're wrapping up our Super Bowl Blitz week. Well, really tomorrow, but I'm going to give you another opportunity for a double entry. I want you to call me. And all you got to do is, now let me back up here. Super Bowl Blitz presented by Don Ledford Cleveland. You could get somebody's going to win a 55-inch television tomorrow. Bridget live tomorrow, as live as she can be, at Don Ledford. What? Paul Ponziani? I'll be loving, be it like Paul to interrupt my great promo I'm doing here. I'm doing here. Where are you?
His daughter, Leah, celebrating a birthday. They're sitting in the car waiting to drop her off at school.
Leah!
Waiting to hear it.
Paul, where'd she go to school, you know?
I'm not sure. He's texting me right now. So
Paul, text Bridget.
Yeah, Ross. Wow.
Goes to Ross? We're right around the corner. Why don't you bring her over here? I'll go home and go to bed.
But Leah, happy birthday. Your dad wants everyone listening to know that he loves you very much. You're one of the greatest things to happen in his life.
So,
very
hey,
sweet.
Leah, here, how old is she?
No age given.
Okay. Leah, here's how you react to your father's address about you. Show me the money. Dad, let's see how much you really mean it. All right. Now, happy birthday, Leah. Hope
She's
you have
11 today.
11 today and got several more IQ points than her father. And that's not, quite frankly, not saying much. All right. Hey, happy birthday, Leah. Have a great day there at Ross. All right. So, Super Bowl Blitz. Bridget, we're going to take calls now. 423-614-6499. If you call in and say pizza, 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 Little Caesars, you'll be entered twice. 55-inch TV from Don Ledford. Pizza for up to 20 people from Little Caesars. Now, Little Caesars is the official pizza partner of the NFL and Super Bowl 59. So we'll give you a double entry. All you got to do is call in and say, pizza, pizza. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello?
Morning.
Hi, who's this?
Good morning. Hi, Amanda.
Amanda, how's everything with you?
Good so far. I'm on my way to work.
Well, that's good. All right, so give me a little pizza, pizza, and we'll put you in twice.
Pizza, pizza.
No. That's not good enough. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, pizza, pizza.
All right, I'll do it. That's fine. All right, Amanda,
Okay.
You're in, and who's going to win the Super Bowl?
I have no idea. I don't even know who's playing.
Falcons and the Jets. Who do you think wins?
Let's go Jets?
Yeah.
Question mark?
I think so. Jets. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Why not? And my Falcons are horrible, so I think the Jets will win the Super Bowl. Don't you?
Okay, good guess. I don't know.
Hey, Fruit Loops. Hey, hang on, Amanda. Hey, Fruit Loops. What's the matter with you?
You're ridiculous.
Why? Excuse
the
you?
Falcons and Aaron Rodgers and the Chiefs and whatever else you're saying is ridiculous.
Well, she doesn't know. I was telling her it was in the Super Bowl. You are absolutely a buffoon.
What, Super Bowl 2006?
No, actually, Amanda, it's the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Oh, you set me up.
Come on, Amanda. Come on, girl. All right, have a good day. Get off my phone. I'm tired of you. All right, 614-6499. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good.
All right. Give me a pizza, pizza. I'll put you in twice.
Pizza, pizza.
Not bad. Who's this?
Arabella.
Is this my friend Arabella Garcia?
Yes.
Arabella, how are you doing?
Good.
Now, Arabella stopped me at First Baptist Cleveland. Your dad is Ben Garcia. Now, do you still claim Uncle Jay?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. But she stopped me, and we had our picture made together. So, hey, how you doing, Arabella? What's going on with you?
Good. Good. We're in Ross Line 2, waiting to be dropped off.
Oh, do you know, what's her, is it?
Leah.
Leah Ponziani, do you know her?
Don't think so.
She's 11 today, so you seek her out and tell her happy birthday.
Okay.
All right, you're in twice, Arabella. I may put you in 50 times. You just never know. How about that? You know what? You know why? Because you're nice to me, and everybody else is so mean.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Arabella, what grade are you in?
Third.
I want you to, when you get to school, and your grandmother won't like this, but I don't care. When you get to school, walk right into the principal's, Dr. Stephanie Stone's office, and tell her you're taking over, okay? Just tell her.
What?
Yep, do it! Do it! All right, bye, Arabella. Have a great day.
Okay. All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Well, she's great. I probably take one more. I got to go. 423-614-6499, volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line. I'm just getting the children in trouble. That's it. Hi, who's this?
Sheila Freeman.
Sheila, how in the world are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you still love him? Well, I meant Jesus. Do you still love Jesus?
Oh yes.
Do you still love Steve Hartline? Come on now, baby.
Yeah, sure. I like pizza better.
Hey, Fro Loops, that's a promo. All right, give me a pizza. I got to run.
Pizza.
That's good, Sheila. Have a great day. I don't know about him. All right, now, we'll be back in a moment.
At Wholesale Supply, we're more than just a plumbing, electrical, and
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
You and your You and your bodyguard, Ron Markle.
Yeah.
Little.
Excuse me, brother.
I said he exaggerates just a little, doesn't he, Bobby?
A little bit.
Well, he's coming up behind me. I had my back turned. I was on the phone, and I started hearing, "Hey, Steve! Hey, Steve!" Good Lord Almighty! What is wrong with you, man?
All right. Yeah, you get that everywhere you go, don't you, Steve?
Normally from bill collectors. All right, Bobby, come on, baby. Let's make it happen here now.
And let's make it happen. The markets were higher yesterday. The Dow up 168 points to close up 44,882. The Nasdaq up 31 to close at 6,071, and the Nasdaq up 49 to close at 19,681. Back to you guys in the studio.
Bobby Ludwig is your Edward Jones financial advisor. And Bobby, how do people get in touch with you, buddy?
Hey, give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
Are you already out and about at 7:45 Eastern Time?
I am out and about, headed to the Warriors breakfast at Rebel Restaurant.
Oh, yes! I love
guys from church.
I love it.
And we slay those pancakes, Steve.
Oh, you're doing the pancakes? You don't do the biscuit and Rebel gravy?
Well, I don't do the pancakes. I do a lot of other omelets and
so you're lying,
everything
basically.
Else. But, yeah.
Hey, Bobby.
They have pancakes.
What if I had done
Pastor
this?
Phil has the pancakes.
Okay, let's calm down about the pancakes, Bobby. I don't know why in the name of the Lord we're... Yeah. So listen,
What, Steve?
If I would have said, because again, I want everyone in the audience to picture this. I have got my back turned. I have just park my car. I'm on the phone, and I'm trying to remember who I was talking to. Man, let me think about
Someone
it.
memorable, apparently.
No idea. Anyway, but I know it was a very important conversation. So, actually, I remember. It wasn't.
Because he didn't get off. He didn't skip a beat, by the way, Bridget.
Nope.
You made here's what should have happened. What should have happened was you should have, Steve, hey, Steve. I'm on the phone, and I'm like showing him the phone, literally. You should have said, hey, Steve, let's make a U-turn. I'll go, because you were leaving. I was going in. Make a U-turn and gone in and bought me lunch. What about that?
Yeah, that could have happened, but it didn't.
Have a nice weekend and get off my phone, you jerk. All right, there we go. Hey, children, don't use that terminology. It's Coldplay.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Pop quiz. Who's your favorite president?
Probably Ronald Reagan, because he upgraded all the mattresses in the White House and he regularly took naps.
Wrong answer. You're supposed to say your dad.
Because you're the president of Mermaid Mattress?
Of course.
No.
Right now, during Mermaid's President's Day event, save up to $800 on Stearns & Foster and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get free local delivery.
But only at Mermaid Mattress. Your sleep handmade
and delivered.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
And we did find out she's 11 and a student at E.L. Ross.
Her dad just figured that out after his beautiful soliloquy.
Janet Owenby is 60 today, a fifth grade teacher at Black Fox Elementary. Her sister Bridget Raper sent that in to us.
Maybe Chris will go back home to give her a birthday gift. That'd be nice. Chris Green, the principal out there.
Jaden Mantooth is celebrating on Sunday. The birthday wish says he is a smart young man who makes his family proud each day. Carson Medlin is 16 today. That is from his mom and dad. Todd Haggard is celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Ministries pastor at Church of the Harvest. Gracie Nicholson is going to be 17 on Sunday, a junior at Meigs County High School. And then our friend J.R. Fulbright is celebrating a birthday today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. You can visit the new location of Simmons Bank in Cleveland at the corner of Keith Street and Stewart Road.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we received the obituary for Karen Ann Hopper Liner. Karen Liner. Obituary by her family. And I'm going to read some of it because it is beautifully written. Beautifully, beautifully written. It says here that on November 8th of 1973, David and Margaret Hopper became the proud parents of Karen Ann. And in a couple of years' time, their son Andrew arrived, giving Karen not only a brother, but her first best friend. From the beginning, Karen was independent, strong-willed, tenacious, and never changed. These characteristics made her a force for good, and she used these attributes determined to make the world a better place. Musically gifted, she played the clarinet, the Bradley Central High School band, and owned the stage in the show choir at Bradley. Graduating with honors in 1992, continued her education at Lee University. Receiving her degree in 1995, pursuing her dream of becoming a nurse. She went on to nursing school at UTC. She graduated there in 1998. In 2003, she became a mother to her son Asher Braden. Love at first sight. Asher promoted to the status of Big Brother in 2010. Karen brought her daughter, Ariana Rose, into the world. The second time she found love at first sight. Karen, a dedicated mother, made her children the center of her world. And then, in 2020, she studied and passed her Tennessee real estate license with top marks, smart and dedicated, star realtor at Bender Realty, where she thrived, finding people their dream home. And I was at Bender a couple of days ago. They need our prayers. Karen's generosity, kindness, and loyalty drew people to her, giving her a broad range of friends. And her giving heart led her to work with many charitable organizations like Women United and Rotary International. With a legacy of love, cherishing her memory, her parents, David and Margaret Hopper, her son, Asher Liner, her daughter, Ariana Liner, her brother, Andrew, with Sydney Hopper. In lieu of flowers, the family is requesting that you honor Karen by donating to the United Way and the Cleveland Rotary Foundation, two charities that she held dear. All right, here are the arrangements now for Karen Liner. The family will receive friends Monday from 4 until 7 p.m. That's, of course, Monday, February 3rd at the Ridge Chapel. That's of companion funeral and cremation service. That's the former Klingon Ridge Baptist Church. It's 2412 Georgetown Road Northwest, and a celebration of Karen's life will follow at 7 p.m. Companion funeral and cremation service, and the Cody family honored to assist the Liner family these arrangements. It's been such a hard week here. Whether you knew Karen or not, in some way, I think we've all been touched by it. I would call on our audience to pray for her parents, her children, her brother, her whole family. Because in a situation like this, it's about all we can do, isn't it? Yeah. I would ask you to pray, whether you know this family or not. Thank you very much. All right, it is 4 minutes before the hour.
This news update is brought to you by Jim Rush Funeral and Cremation Services, serving families for more than 45 years. 2 locations, Wildwood and North Ocoee. JimRushFuneralHomes.com.
All right, welcome back. It is 3 minutes until 8. Well, yesterday we had a historic day in the state of Tennessee, and joined by Senator Adam Lowe, especially as it pertains to education. The Education Freedom Act approved in the State House 54 to 44, State Senate 20 to 13. Good morning, Senator Lowe. How are you?
Good morning, Steve.
So I thank you, first of all, for coming. I know you had a late night getting back, but what's the first thing that this audience and everybody around the state needs to know about this? What comes to mind here?
Well, we did a lot. I mean, obviously, we passed disaster reform and immigration reform yesterday, too. So I think folks need to know that disaster aid, that we'd already done a bunch at Northeast Tennessee that was automatically triggered by a disaster of Helene. The special session allowed us to do some extraordinary things that are outside of those parameters, and that was the first thing we passed and sent up. It was the first thing we budget voted on. There were some misnomers that it was tied to everything else, and that simply wasn't true. The last thing we voted on was the Educational Opportunity Act. Likewise, with immigration, we tightened up in line with what the Trump administration's doing, tightened up some voter ID laws around elections, created an immigration officer to facilitate what's happening at the federal level. So a lot of that is in place, too. With the Education Freedom Act, as we were debating this in Nashville, many people probably saw that the federal administration, the Trump administration, in fact, Donald Trump himself, came out with this robust federal plan related to releasing federal money back to the states via block grants for public education and for school choice. The message has been pretty clear for a while that he was going to do something reformative with the Department of Education. Now, there were a lot of communications back and forth with Tennessee, and I want to commend Senator Marsha Blackburn, who was instrumental in facilitating what the Trump administration intended to do around education, what Tennessee needed to do to get its ducks in a row, and ultimately this bill allowed us to protect upwards of $1 billion in public school funding that Tennessee depends on at the moment. Now, I know some people want to eliminate that altogether, but really when you get down into the weeds, people want to cut the strings. And that's essentially the promise that's being made by the Trump administration to states. If you show that you have some sense of educational diversity and free market, we're going to trust you with your money. So yesterday's vote wasn't just about what we were spending in Tennessee. It's really about a bigger picture. Now, people voted yay or nay for a number of reasons, but knowing this, knowing what the Trump administration was doing, knowing that we have an opportunity to cut more federal government out of state management and education, and knowing we had the support of the president, who tweeted openly that he endorsed our plan, was really instrumental for me. It gave me a lot of peace in my final vote to support the bill. So I want people to understand that we don't live in a vacuum in the state of Tennessee. We want to and have communicated clearly, and I believe most of the folks who live in Tennessee would like less federal intrusion. And I think we're in a situation where we're delivering on that going forward.
We're joined by State Senator Adam Lowe. All right, so real terms now. What does this mean? When does it take effect? Who's eligible? Give me a little detail here.
Well, the Department of Education actually the Board of Education now, because the bill shifted it over to the Board of Education, will start to promulgate rules on how people can apply, private schools that want to participate, how they can get involved. There still will be some reforms to this in regular session. For instance, it was outside the call of the special session to add the public-to-public use piece. So we'll take that up in regular session and get that kind of done and added on. And there'll be some other things that kind of move through. But already the Board of Education began promulgating rules on how all that will work. Ultimately, it funds $20,000 scholarships year one. The first $10,000 of those scholarships go to those who meet certain thresholds of need. The last $10,000 could arguably be considered universal. Anyone can apply for them. And then it kind of projects a rate of growth should we see popularity in that program. At all times, it's subject to appropriation at the state level, and therefore we can keep control of that fund. And it's backed and funded mostly by sports wagering in our lottery system. So it functions almost identically like the Hope Scholarship does at the college level. So for all those people who are like, you're using my tax dollars, my question is, well, do you buy lottery tickets and sports wager? Because I guess those folks really have the bone to pick with how the money's used. So we've got a sustainable funding source. It does a lot for public education. Let me remind people that of this bill, almost half of the bill was public ed reform. It's what it took to get things in place. And a big part of it is a monumental thing that happened, which was we set a floor to funding for public education in Tennessee. No school system will go backwards in state funding, ever more. The first state in the nation to make that commitment to public schools. It gets glossed over in all the vitriol and debate, but that's huge. Like, that is a significant reform. Some would argue maybe the most significant financial reform for public education. The fact that even though disenrollment, even though your numbers could go back, not just by the scholarship, but for any particular reason, your floor is locked in. And that's an amazing commitment to public ed. It creates bonuses for our teachers. The school systems have to accept those bonuses. The reason that is some school systems say they don't want them because it doesn't include administrators, and they feel it's inequitable. So we put a system in there to where you have to just ask for it. You don't have to agree to the bill. That's floating around. That's not true at all. In fact, you could pass a resolution saying you disagree with everything but the bonus. They're going to send you the bonus. Okay, so I'll encourage our school systems get those resolutions in order to ask for those teacher bonuses. And it does some other stuff too, but I'm sure you've got some questions, Steve.
Yeah, just a couple more. So it would take effect maybe next school year? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, we'll need time to promulgate rules.
Okay.
The governor has the ability to sign it in sooner, so you could see bonuses and things like that sooner.
Okay.
The availability of the scholarships, it's fully funded. A lot of the funding for the incidental things like the capital maintenance fund that we set up. For the first time in Tennessee's history, the state is going to help local governments fund buildings.
Wow.
That's always been the responsibility of local governments. That money, the teacher bonus money, came from reversions from last year's budget. That's money the Department of Education did not spend last year. It's not new money. So it's sitting there ready to be used. The scholarship money was approved last year. It's sitting there ready to be used. They just have to kind of get the procedures in order.
Joined by State Senator Adam Lowe. Final question. Look, both local school boards against it. Bradley County Commission resolution against it. How does that square with going forward?
Well, the biggest reason people would tell you, and you obviously your local reps will give you their own feedback, but as I polled the no votes in Nashville, you had two camps. You had camp one, which was we fundamentally disagree with school choice, period. You can imagine those were people who are more on the left, the Democrats. The Republican no votes, most all of them were, I'm just doing what my district's asked me to do. And you can appreciate that. I try to do that. That's my default measurement when I think that there's something questionable or gray, like what we had with school choice, and you could see it both ways. I consult a lot of people, and I try to yield to that. There was some debate over whether or not what your district wanted, depending on what polls you looked at. Most of the polling showed very strong public support, and still does, for public education. One poll even asked, are you more likely to vote for somebody who supports public education? Numbers very, very high for those people. But the weight of your local representative speaking is really, really heavy. What I think we could have done a better job of at the state level, and myself included, is communicating what was really at stake here. Was communicating as much as we could without disrupting what we were trying to do to maintain control of our federal money, to maintain cutting strings from the federal government, and trusting that Donald Trump would do what he said he would do. Trying to communicate to the school boards those things. I know that in my communication with them, we often got down into the weeds of the particulars of the bill, and there's always something you don't like. There's elements of the bill that I didn't like, that I wouldn't have drafted in there. And it seems that people find that thing they don't like, and they just hinge to it, and they can't see all of the good that can happen. So here's my message to the school boards, to Bradley County Commission. As you know, Cleveland City Council did not take an action on this. Bradley County Commission did. See the bigger picture with me now. Understand that there is nothing to fear. I was on here last week and spoke about the national campaign to push that fear in. That wasn't a campaign against Tennessee or us. It's a campaign against the Trump administration, trying to undercut what the Trump administration is trying to do with education. It'll continue. Look past the fear to look to what the bill actually does. Congratulations to my school systems. You now have the first floor in Tennessee history. You can't go backwards in state funding. Congratulations to my Tennessee school systems. You now have the state participating in capital maintenance, and you have access to sports wagering funds. Congratulations to my teachers. The state's acknowledging you with a $2,000 bonus. I wish we could have done that independently so it didn't feel so attached to the bill, but because it was reversion money, we wanted to move on it quickly, or the leadership wanted to move on it quickly and get it out. So congratulations to those folks that, even though maybe they didn't think it would be a good thing, hopefully now that we know exactly what's going to happen, they can see that it is a good thing for public schools.
Senator Adam Lowe, thank you for coming in and giving some context on it. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to take a break right here. We do have local and state news coming up. Stand by, everybody. This is Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. Divers back in the Potomac River looking for clues as to what led to the aircraft crash over Washington, D.C. Wednesday night.
The Associated Press getting a hold of an internal report from the FAA that night, which seemed to suggest there may have been staffing issues. The report saying the position configuration was not normal for this time of day and volume of traffic.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith. 67 people died. Some of President Donald Trump's more controversial cabinet nominees appeared for confirmation hearings yesterday, like Tulsi Gabbard, who's up for Director of National Intelligence.
Gabbard had pushed a pardon for Edward Snowden. He ripped off intelligence records and fled to Russia. There's bipartisan concern that Gabbard would not guard secrets. That's why senators tangled with Gabbard about Snowden.
That's Fox's Chad Pergram. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, and really, You just heard or saw Senator Adam Lowe talk about our top story this morning. Education in the state has a new tenor to it, as Governor Bill Lee's Education Scholarship Act passed. The both chambers, I should say, of the state legislature. The Education Freedom Act approved. The House vote 54-44, the Senate vote 20-13, and that concluded the special legislative session. Also passed the illegal immigration bill along with Hurricane Helene special funding. Also, the State Department of Transportation reported 2 crashes affected traffic in Bradley County for several hours on Thursday afternoon. The first along I-75 North at mile marker 33.
Shelter Insurance.
And the second was I-75 South at mile marker 28. A medical helicopter had to land there at mile marker 33. Local and state news, and there is more of it. And you can go to our website at mymix1041.com, the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Also this morning, I've mentioned this a couple of times, we have received the obituary now for Karen Ann Hopper Liner. Karen Liner. Her obituary has been released by her family. Arrangements by the Companion Funeral and Cremation Service. And we have posted this also, I understand, but I'm just going to give you the details here of these services. Karen Liner, her family received friends Monday, I should say, 4 until 7 p.m. at the Ridge Chapel of Companion Funeral and Cremation Service. That's the former Klingen Ridge Baptist Church. A celebration of Karen's life will follow at 7 p.m. Now, in lieu of flowers, the family is requesting you honor Karen by donating to the United Way and the Cleveland Rotary Foundation, 2 charities that she held dear.
Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Our friend Stacy Flowers is here, Direct Primary Care Associates. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. So what are we going to talk about?
Well, we've had a lot of changes over the last year at Direct Primary Care Associates. We've had a lot of growth, and we're really thankful to the community for really buying into what we do over there. We added a new provider in our Athens office, Dr. Bird, very familiar to the Athens area, has practiced there for decades. So we added him to our practice. We also added to our Cleveland practice Heather Sharp, physician assistant. So she's joined Dr. Coker and I there for the day-to-day at the Cleveland office. We're just so thankful for the way that, like I said, the community has bought into what we do over there. We are reaching every week, it seems, more companies are finding out about what we do or finding out about how we can build into either a program that they are already providing with insurance to their employees or in lieu of insurance to their employees, and how we can fill that gap for them. It's been a great retention tool that a lot of local small businesses have seen, that they are able to provide this to their employees so that they can get that primary care service to their employees for a fraction of what they could potentially be paying. So the direct primary care model that we do, it's a membership-based primary care. So our patients, whether they be individuals or companies, pay a low monthly membership fee for access to our service. And that does give them unlimited access. So there are no additional hidden fees, co-pays. We have labs, basic labs included in that, and over 1,000 generic medications included in that. So to be able to...
Well, and I don't mean to interrupt you, of course I do, but however, no, and it's the 1,000 generic medications. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I really don't pay attention when you talk, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Well, see, she's normally mean to me. I don't know why she's in here so nice. Anyway, she wants something, obviously. Yes, come on, you're here. No, but that really is the newest thing, isn't it? The medicine?
It is. We won the LEAP grant here a while back. And the biggest thing that we were doing with that TVFCU LEAP grant was creating this program for generic medications. So we partner with a pharmacy. It's a pharmacy benefit program that Brian created. We're really proud of him. He worked tirelessly for that.
Amazing.
But that created an avenue for our patients to be able to have medications mailed to their home. In that list of medications, there's over 1,000 generics that are available. And then we also have a separate urgent care formulary that we work off of for medications that can be gotten same day at our local pharmacies. And Mouse Creek Pharmacy, shout out to them. They have been wonderful in partnering with us here in the Cleveland area for that. They really have been such champions of ours, and we're so thankful for all of the support that they have given us.
All right, I did want to hit that specifically. I know Brian worked it doesn't work hard on many things. It did on that, so that's good. Stacy, how do people get in touch with you? Because I know you've sparked a lot of interest here.
So you can reach out to us at our website, directpca.com. You can sign up directly there. You can also call us at our Cleveland location, 423-650-4831. And for any companies that may be interested in providing this to their employees as either a retention tool or a way for them to access health care, we are Jamie Rogers, our marketing guy, would love to reach out and speak to anyone regarding that.
And your website one more time?
directpca.com.
All right, Stacy Flowers, maybe when you come back, well, first of all, maybe we'll go on the air next time. This was a great rehearsal, and maybe it'll get better.
Well, one thing I do want to say, when I walked in, I saw this beautiful picture in the lobby of Bridget, and I think that we need to have more pictures of Bridget and less.
So what I want everybody to know, Bridget framed a picture of herself, gave it to somebody for our Christmas party here, no kidding, and then put it in the lobby.
That was a great idea. I
mean, it worked for the Ayatollah. Why not? So anyway.
The less we see of you, the better.
Okay, there we go. There it is. Bye, Stacy. Time to get out. It's over. Thanks. She's still talking. Okay. 18 minutes after 7. Got a check of the streets here.
Okay, this is not left for
Wait, it's 18 after 8. Sorry. I'm going to get out of Central Time over here.
This is Don Ledford, Cleveland. On-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or donledford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is still looking good this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. Today is the final day to take advantage of no joining fee. It is the last day of January. You can find out more at clevelandtnymca.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
During the Start Something New sales event at Crown CDJR Cleveland, shop over 225 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams, up to $16,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 0% for up to 72 months.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Hi,
my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Good, and hello to Tracy Lassar. I'm all cookied out. I don't have any.
Oh.
She makes the best cookies of anybody.
Well, she'll bring you some.
No, she won't.
Yeah, so at the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, you can give them a call, 423-602-2750. You can visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com. They accept self-referrals and provide timely appointments. They have now 6 convenient locations to serve you. That's the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga.
Today's best mix and best variety, Mix 104.1. Stream us worldwide. Tens of thousands of you do. I don't know why you do, but whatever. On the free Mix 104.1 app, that's a free download at mymix1041.com. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. President's Day savings already in progress. Roger Pickett.
President's Day savings are going on now at all Mermaid Mattress locations. You save when you buy from the factory, and now you'll save even more at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have rain likely throughout the day. We could see a thunderstorm as well. A high of 58 and a low of 41 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy during the morning, mainly cloudy skies by afternoon. A high of 57 and a low of 38. And then partly cloudy on Sunday with a high of 64. Your current Milligan vein temperature is 57 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, we have some more rain showers moving in just to the west of our listening area. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Steve, out there to the west of the barometric pressure.
I try.
I don't know what's happening. The jet stream. Hey, Fruit Loops, isn't she just basically using like weather terms? Is that right?
She does a great job every day.
Stop.
Steve.
Thank you, Austin.
He's obviously not paying any attention. Hey, how about that? Bridget, you were out of the room. Of course, smoke break, but anyway, earlier this morning, that Amanda woman who called in doing her pizza Fruit Loops, and she didn't know who the teams were, so I told her, I said, well, it's the Falcons and the Jets in the Super Bowl. She didn't know the teams.
Oh, no.
I mean, how do you not know the teams in the Super Bowl?
Well,
so Fruit Loops, of course, had to interrupt and tell her who they were, which ruined that.
Up until just a couple of days ago, literally, I thought the Kelsey brothers were playing each other again. I didn't realize no one had retired.
I should have told you it was the Harbaughs. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Run DMC. Steven Tyler.
Welcome back. Your time is 5:14 on this Friday morning. Finally making it closer to the weekend. We're going to have great weather this weekend, but before that, we have a wet Friday on our hands. Wet roadways already starting to become an issue north and west of Chattanooga. We've had some rumbles of thunder overnight. Nothing severe, but I actually heard a couple of strikes of thunder probably around midnight, woke me up. So it's been pretty loud out there for some, but a lot of that's starting to move off to the north. But here's our next batch moving through northeast Alabama. Heavier rain along a line from Scottsboro up to Bridgeport. That's all going to move into parts of Marion County a little bit later on. So not very active as of now. You can see some of that heavier rain and storms that were moving through Pikeville and parts of Ray and Mex counties are starting to shift up to the north. So we've had quite a bit of lightning and thunder in those areas, but we're starting to get a little bit of a lull before the main rain event moves through a little bit later on. So you can see the cold front coming in from the west. This is all going to shift that heavier rain into the Tennessee Valley and across North Georgia a little bit later on. But so far here in and around Chattanooga, it's been relatively quiet. You have maybe a damp roadway or two, especially north of the city, but things are looking good in downtown right now. But rain chances again are going to start to go up between, I would say, about 8 and 1 p.m. That'll be our best window for some heavier rain. A little bit of a lull this afternoon, and then we could have a few additional showers as we close out the evening. But temperatures are mild. Again, much of the month we've been waking up to below freezing temperatures. This is definitely our warmest day so far here in January, with temperatures starting in the 60s across much of the Tennessee Valley. And really that's where we're going to stay. We're not going to see temperatures warm too much with all the cloud cover. So we'll top out in the low to mid 60s, and then we'll have that rain coming in a little bit later on. So as we take a look at Futurecast, by 9 o'clock, we're going to see the heaviest stuff starting to shift in along that front across Middle Tennessee and parts of Northeast Alabama. That continues to shift off to the east by about 10, 11 o'clock. Dunlap, Chattanooga, Fort Payne going to get on some of this heavier rain, and then it starts to become more widespread around lunchtime before gradually shifting to the east by about 3 p.m. So a lot of the rain ends pretty quickly around 2 p.m. for Chattanooga, Dunlap, and Fort Payne, and then starts to shift off into the Carolinas. And then we'll have a lull in the activity, maybe even a few peaks of sunshine this afternoon, and then after sunset, maybe one more round of rain to close out your Friday, and then we'll clear out overnight with a couple areas of patchy fog developing after midnight. So pretty quick moving system, but it is going to lead to some wet weather on this Friday. Most areas will pick up, I think, at least a half of an inch, but there's going to be localized amounts that are higher than that. So I'm talking an inch to 2 inches possible, especially north and west of Chattanooga. That looks like where the axis of heaviest rain is going to set up. So Altamont down to Scottsboro up through Dayton. So we'll keep an eye on that, but nonetheless, we need the rain. It's been very dry lately, still dealing with that drought. So again, any rain that we can pick up certainly will be beneficial. It's also going to be breezy this morning. So as that main front gets a little bit closer, winds start to pick up. We get out.
Bank celebration list. What's up?
Okay, happy birthday to Gina Cavett today. Also, my friend Whitney White celebrating today. Kelly Fox celebrating on Sunday, a teacher at Cleveland Middle School. Ariana Leroy celebrating a very first birthday today. Leah Ponziani is 11 today, a student at E.L. Ross. That is from her dad. Janet Owenby is 60 today, a fifth grade teacher at Black Fox. Her sister Bridget Raper sent that in to us. Jada Mantooth is celebrating on Sunday. Carson Medlin is 16 today. That is from his mom and dad. Todd Haggard is celebrating tomorrow, ministries pastor at Church of the Harvest. Gracie Nicholson is going to be 17 on Sunday, a junior at Meigs County High School. And J.R. Fulbright is celebrating today. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
And we are wrapping up our Super Bowl Blitz contest with Don Ledford Automotive Center and Little Caesars. Bridget, today really the final qualifying day, although they could come see you tomorrow when you give it away.
That's right. I'll be live at Don Ledford Cleveland, Northley Highway from noon till 2 tomorrow. If you come by and see us there in person, we'll get you registered and get you a bonus entry there. So that's from noon to 2 tomorrow at Don Ledford Cleveland. We'll announce that winner around 2 o'clock.
Roy Michael Roman, our buddy, RMR Legal. Roy, how are you, bud?
We're doing great, Steve. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. So bring us the latest. What's been happening with you?
Sure. Things are going great at RMR Legal. Wanted to say we at RMR Legal wanted to extend our condolences to the 1041 family. Dwayne was actually a very good friend of mine from the YMCA. I grew up working out with him when I was a kid. So we just wanted to extend our condolences regarding Dwayne, and hope everyone here is doing well.
Thank you, Roy. Yeah, it's been a tough time and obviously a tough time in this community. So I appreciate you saying that.
Absolutely. Well, but things are going very well at the office. I guess the exciting news now is our big move to our new building. We've been at the awesome Tipton Filler House for several months now, and now we're transitioning over into our big building, the old Dietrich Law Firm building.
Yes.
So
yeah,
that's
I know the Dietrichs.
Big switch for us. We've gutted it, renovated it from top to bottom, cleaned it up. The awesome team's been working on it. We are so excited to expand into that new space.
Well, it's going to be great. So we're joined by Roy Michael Roman. It's RMR Legal, of course, rmrlegal.com. But as the audience is listening or watching this morning, what can you do for them? What do you tell them?
Sure. What we've been saying lately is RMR Legal is providing that elite commercial civil litigation feel to day-to-day cases. I think that's the most important thing to me, is making sure that everyone who walks in the door, whether it's a big corporate civil litigation case for hundreds of thousands of dollars to a small case that may be very meaningful, a $5,000 case, that's a lot of money. And so we want to make sure that people, no matter whether it's a corporation or a person, just another constituent here in Bradley County, they get that same elite corporate civil litigation feel. Every case is the same. They get that same expert touch.
So it's really the quality, the standard, really, but being brought to a local level. Is that right?
Right. It's applying it in ways that make sense. I mean, I've grown up here my whole life. I would like to say I know what people are looking for in terms of a lawyer, but also just a friend here in town. And so we want to make sure that we apply it on a local level, and that is just so important to us at the firm.
I've talked to some people who have been your clients since you got started, and they were so happy, and they did say that there's a real friendship, a kinship, and also you return phone calls. You get back with people.
Well, we try to do our best on phone calls. Again, we really are a 24/7 firm. Our lines stay open all night. I took a call last night at 3 a.m. We make sure that no matter what the situation is, if it's a last-second emergency, we're always ready to go here at RMR Legal.
All right, so of course, affordable legal services with our hometown law office. It's RMR Legal, Roy Michael Roman. All right, Roy, anything else you want to add here before we go?
Sure. We just wanted to say we're so excited to be teaming up with the Mix 1041 team. Yep. We do have a big grand opening that's getting planned for our new office, and we'd like to have as many people out that they'd like. We're going to have food. We're going to make sure there'll be some giveaways. Maybe we can even do a giveaway on the 1041 station.
Let's do it.
We'll see. Everyone be on the lookout. I'd say by Valentine's Day, it's looking pretty good. So We're really excited to get this ball rolling.
Keep us updated. Come back in and let us know. And how do people reach out to you, Roy?
Sure. Give us a call at 423-528-8484. Our website is rmrlegal.com. You can find us on socials, RMR Legal. Pretty straightforward. We'll be happy to help you out.
Our buddy Roy Michael Roman, RMR Legal. Give them a call, or again, go to rmrlegal.com. Roy, thanks, buddy. Have a great weekend.
Yes, sir. Good seeing you, Steve.
Great to see you, man. All right, tell you what, we're going to take a quick break right here, and now this word from the Town Squire. Larry and the Town Squire.
Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Including from the state legislature, where the governor's Education Freedom Act passed the House and the state Senate. Yesterday, the bill's passage concludes the special legislative session called by the governor, plus legislation on the illegal immigration revamp, and also the other Hurricane Helene funding. So All of that is on our website, mymix1041.com.
This news update is brought to you by Wright Pediatric Dentistry, now open in Cleveland on Paul Huff Parkway behind McAllister's, accepting new patients. Call Wright Pediatric Dentistry at 423-910-3055.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Yeah, they're going to need to call Logan Thompson.
Give me Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson?
I'm going to need Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Don't worry, dear. We have a Logan Thompson. I got to call Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson! If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane. Tax season is back. You can get a free Junior Frosty with any purchase every day of the year with a Wendy's Frosty Key Tag. They're available for just $3. Plus, every Key Tag purchased supports the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption. Those are available now at Wendy's.
Tennessee Valley weather.
Today's best mix and best variety, Mix 1041, streaming worldwide through the Mix 1041 app at MyMix1041.com at 22 before the hour.
As much as we try, we still make mistakes, like making beds with skip stitches and last year's covers.
Right now, you can save as much as 57% off on a host of Mermaid mattresses where you'll find your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
All right, for today, we'll have rain throughout the day, a high of 58 and a low of 41 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies during the morning, becoming overcast during the afternoon, a high of 57, a low of 39 tomorrow evening. Partly cloudy on Sunday with a high of 65. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 57 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, we do have rain showers moving in from the west of our listening area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
The CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness. Sports sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Find them in Cleveland, next door to Elders Ace Hardware on Keith Street. Tonight, crosstown rivalry basketball, Walker Valley at Cleveland High School. Second time this week. They'll play, the girls will play at 6 o'clock, and that'll be on, and then the boys to follow. We'll have double coverage here on Mix 1041 and on MixTV.tv, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. And then Bradley and Cleveland wrestlers will wrestle in the state duels, girls and boys, this weekend, tomorrow actually, Saturday in Franklin at the Williamson County Expo Center. The Bradley Central High School and Knoxville Halls And then Cleveland will take on Ravenwood. All of this happening, as a matter of fact, tomorrow in Franklin. All right. Also this morning, we have Russell Henley leads after the first round of the Pebble Beach National Pro-Am. Coverage this weekend on CBS. Of course, this is the tournament that was founded by of course, Bing Crosby. And the NASCAR Clash at Winston-Salem, North Carolina is Sunday night, 7 o'clock. We'll have it. Really kicks off the NASCAR season on 99.1 FM, presented by Dale's Heating and Air. Well, one of my longtime friends is with us this morning, Dee Johnston with Tasteful Gatherings. Dee, how are you?
I'm great this morning, Steve. Thanks so much for having us on.
Oh, boy, I tell you, it's great to have you on because I know this is an extremely busy time for you. Wedding season's in the air, isn't it?
It is, yes. The couples get engaged over Christmas, and then we start getting those leads and start sending out proposals and quotes and consultations and tastings and all the things.
Let's start at the very beginning. Of course, Dee, with Tasteful Gatherings, does such a tremendous job. What can you do for people when they get in touch with you?
Great question. We can do food, of course. That's number one. That's what our business was based on. But we have since added on bartending, rentals such as tables, chairs, linens, dishes, decor. So that's become a big part of our package. So what we're trying to do is be more inclusive of what we offer. So we're more of a one-stop shop.
Well, that is excellent. I tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and have you give the contact info out there also just here at the beginning.
Absolutely. TastefulGatherings.com is our website. Just go out there. There's a contact form. You can give us a lot of information there, and that helps us get started on your proposal. And then our phone number is 423-716-2343.
All right, we're joined by Dee from Tasteful Gatherings. If you had to, as you talk to people, what would you tell them sets Tasteful Gatherings apart, maybe from other like businesses?
Yeah, that's another great question. We have really good food. A lot of times wedding food is not because it has to hold for a while, but we have figured that out. And so what we hear over and over is, wow, that food was really good. And we can execute it well. Just last night wasn't a wedding, it was a corporate event, but it was for 450 people. And we did that very well as well. So we can do a very small event for just like a personal chef experience for just 2 people, or we can do 500, 600, 700 people as well.
Joined by Dee with Tasteful Gatherings, tastefulgatherings.com. Well, that's interesting because now I'm starting thinking, well, Valentine's is coming up. Is there an opportunity for people,
yes,
chef experiences, stuff like that?
There are. Just give us a call or go to our website, let us know what you need, and we'll come out and we'll take good care of you.
Guarantee you, definitely that. And look, we know that, especially with weddings, it can be stressful. It can be, the bride, the families, all that sort of thing. But you take the stress out of it. And I've heard this from so many people who've worked with you, Dee, and that's your personality, that's your staff. And you've been doing it for so long that you have that experience. Nothing really phases you. It doesn't really knock you around.
Thank you so much for that. Yes, we're going into our 12th year.
Yeah.
And that is my passion, is to come up with the families and help to understand what they're looking for and what they want to see and help make that happen. And I don't offer all things, but if I don't, then I can help them secure what they are looking for.
Yeah, certainly so. And look, I mean, it's definitely one of the most special days that these people have,
Yes, and the hope is that it's a one-time thing.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, we're hoping for Bridget, but I doubt it. So anyway, I don't know.
yeah, but I go into it with that mindset that this is their one and only, and so we try our best to make it as perfect as it can be. No wedding is completely perfect, but things happen behind the scenes that families never even know about.
Just to keep it going, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Tasteful Gatherings. Anything else you want to add here, Dee, before we go?
I just want to say thank you to the community. The community has always been welcoming to us, has given us great opportunities, and we're so very thankful for that.
Well, as someone here and myself who has known Dee a long time, and by the way, sampled a bunch of the stuff she's done, they are absolutely top-notch, and it begins with Dee. My friend Dee Johnston and Tasteful Gatherings. All right, contact information. Let's get it out there. And hey, families and brides, and that's what if you already have been proposed to, let's get a head start here, okay? Because Dee gets busy. She probably won't tell you that. I'll tell you. She gets very busy very fast. So Dee, how do they get hold of you?
All right, thank you. 423-716-2343 is our phone number. Our website is tastefulgatherings.com.
All right, very good. Dee, great to see you.
Great to see you too,
Thank you
Steve.
very much.
Thank
we're going
you.
to take tell you what, we're going to take a quick break right here, and actually a little break for music. Teddy Swims is up next.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. February is Heart Month, a time to focus on what keeps us going, our hearts and brains. Did you know that carotid artery disease is a major cause of stroke, which can be life-altering or even life-threatening? At the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, they are dedicated to protecting your vascular health and reducing your stroke risk. The carotid arteries in your neck supply blood to your brain. When plaque builds up in these arteries, it can lead to blockages or a stroke. Symptoms are often silent, which makes regular screenings critical. At VIC, they specialize in advanced diagnostic and treatment options for carotid artery disease, including a minimally invasive procedure which reduces stroke risk during treatment. This Heart Month, take charge of your cardiovascular health. If you have risk factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, or a family history of stroke, don't wait. 423-602-2750, VascularInstituteofChattanooga.com. The Vascular Institute of Chattanooga is leading the way in vascular care.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Bender Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Bender Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Bender Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, bender-realty.com.
Dad, President's Day's coming up, and I've been thinking.
About what to get me as president of Mermaid Mattress on my special day?
No. I've been thinking about our customers and all the big deals that we can do on ICOL and L&K mattresses.
Well, that sounds good too.
Right now, during Mermaid's President's Day event, save up to $500 on L&K and ICOL adjustable mattress sets.
Only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Mixed Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center. By the way, not too soon to prepare for this, Bridget. Next Friday, a week from today, is Go Red for Women, and that is recognizing that heart disease is the number one killer of women. And so we're celebrating that and celebrating the awareness of that with our friends at Bradley Medical Center. We're doing that all next week. And then, of course, don't forget, next Friday, wear red for women. Let's get a final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Happy birthday to Gina Cavett today. Also, my friend Whitney White is celebrating today. Kelly Fox is celebrating on Sunday, a teacher at Cleveland Middle School. Ariana Leroy celebrating her very first birthday today. Leah Ponziani is 11, a student at E.L. Ross. That is from her dad. Janet Owenby is 60 today, a fifth grade teacher at Black Fox Elementary. Her sister sent that in to us. Jaden Mantooth is celebrating on Sunday. Carson Medlin is 16 today. That is from his mom and dad. Todd Haggard is having a birthday tomorrow, ministries pastor at Church of the Harvest. Gracie Nicholson is going to be 17 on Sunday, a junior at Meigs County High School. And then J.R. Fulbright is celebrating a birthday today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for Monday. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. You can visit the new location of Simmons Bank in Cleveland at the corner of Keith Street and Stewart Road.
All right, don't forget also, we are wrapping up our big Mix 1041. It's the 27th annual Super Bowl Blitz. It's presented by Don Ledford Automotive Center here in Cleveland on North Lee Highway. Your home for Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Plus a huge pre-owned inventory, donledford.com. Bridget, you will be there tomorrow. Let's run down those prizes and get people ready for tomorrow, noon until 2 at Don Ledford.
That's right. So we have a 55-inch TV from Don Ledford Cleveland, and then pizza for up to 20 people from Little Caesars. So you can call or text right now to get qualified, 423-614-6499. If you're texting in, be sure to include your name with that and tell us you want to win the Super Bowl contest. And then if you stop by and see us in person tomorrow at Don Ledford between noon and 2, you'll get a bonus entry. So plan to come by there between noon and 2 tomorrow. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway.
All right, it is 8 minutes before the hour. Again, program reminder, join us tonight. We'll have Walker Valley Cleveland High School basketball tonight, double coverage, Mix 1041, and it'll be a Mix TV rivalry game, all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. 6 o'clock tonight. Again, Walker Valley at Cleveland for the second time this week. Shelton and I will have it for you on mixtv.tv. Believe we've got Terry Evans back tonight along with Greg Phillips on Mix 1041. And for the final time this week, Fruit Loops, do you have any wisdom for the weekend? Anything you'd like to add here?
No.
Okay.
Join us for basketball.
That's our wisdom for the weekend. Is that what you're saying? That's beautiful. Hang on a second. So the wisdom for the weekend was what now? Sorry?
Join us for basketball. I had to make that up.
That was
good, Austin.
Bridget, okay. We're done. Bye.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Uri Davis at Candies Creek Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee and Cleveland's insurance company. Call